Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in SpringWatch. This is my 14-day series that's coming out to you with 14 projects, 14 video tutorials coming back to back to back to back, and we're into the very final stage. We've got 2 more, today's project and tomorrow's project, and they have all focused on the spring catalogue and a little bit of the celebration catalogue too. This year, however, I've got a slight difference. Every day I'm doing a giveaway. Different one every day. 2 ways to enter. You can leave a comment here on YouTube, or you can leave a comment over on my blog. No purchase necessary, obviously. And that means that you'll get 1 entry into my draw. Or you can make a purchase and that will give you 5 entries into my draw. And I take about 10 orders a day, and I can sell and recruit in 5 countries. The Netherlands, the UK, Austria, France and Germany. That does mean that I can send my stamp set, and it's this one, the Love Sparkles. I can only send that to one of those 5 countries because I'm a demonstrator in the UK, in the EU region. However, if you're outside one of those countries and you want to leave a comment and try and win, you can do, and I will select some handmade goodies that I've made and pop them in the post to you. So feel free to enter wherever you are in the world. And this is today's project, and I love this. It's a beautiful box of candles that opens up, but with a difference. And this is for, I designed this for my chandler friends, for those friends of mine who make their own candles, because it's got a little sniff bit at the side and you can sniff. I was about to sniff it, but you can't see my nose sniffing. And it just gives you a little peep of what's inside. So these are Yankee candles. I've chosen these ones because if you're not a chandler and you don't make your own candles, I know that everybody everywhere in the world can get Yankee candles. But my friends who do make their own candles and tea lights also use these plastic cups, exactly the same size, so that's why I've chosen it, and it fits these perfectly. These smell divine. I'm an enormous Yankee Candle fan. Mango peach salsa, absolutely divine. And there's 8 of them in there. 8 of them in there, and I love it, and I love this style of box, and it is so cute. So I'm going to show you how to make it. I've got different candles going. All is bright, my new Christmas favourite. Right, need a piece of cardstock that measures 10 inches long by 6 1/4 inches wide, and in metric that is 25 by 16 centimetres. To get this little cutout is a little bit complicated, so do watch. Don't worry about writing any of the measurements down there. Over on my blog, click the description bar below and you will see a link directly to this project. Okay, so on the long side, score it at 1.5, 4 3/4, 6 1/4 and 9.5 inches, which in metric is 4, 12, 16 and 24 centimetres. Is that right? 4, 12? Yes, that is right. Turn it round and score it at 1.5 and 4 3/4 inches, which in metric is 4 and 12. Now, we're going to start putting in the score lines that mean that this part bends back, and if I tip the whole line out, we're creating this bit, so this needs to bend backwards. So we're going to score it at 3 1/8 of an inch, but only down to this first score line, so it's remaining on the short side, so just there, down to that section. Turn it back to the long side, score it again at 3 1/8 of an inch, also at 1/2 an inch, which is there, and that's down to the second line, 1/2 an inch and 1 inch down to the second line. You're going to come back to the short side and we're going to do it at 5 1/4 down to this random horizontal one we put in. Oh, you can't see any of that. I will put some pen marks in, and 5 3/4. So you have created, there you go, oh you can see it now. So you created that shape there. Okay, I'm going to hold that there just for a second. These were the full score lines. There's a part score there and there is a part score there. I'm just going to hover that so you can have a look, and if you're going to stop and do the video at the same time. So I've got a nice little grid here of 9 at the top. Let's get that light going. I had the light then just for a second. There we go. There's all 9. 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, just in one corner. So you're doing a little bit of left and right and left and right. It's worth it though, absolutely worth it. Okay, bone folder. We're going to fold the main long score lines. Don't worry about those little part scores at all, just the main ones. Keep going. If you wanted to make this box without the little cutout, you could. You just ignore all those parts. So my box, this top here is this part. So you're going to cut away those sections there. Okay, so just cut them away and wedge very slightly into this one and do the same there. And then cut away on the opposite side as well. And I will bring back in and I will hover it for you again. So that's the top of my box. So those have been wedged very slightly. We're now going to cut into this one. We're going to mirror that one just there. So cut straight and whoops, wedge a little bit. So what I've done is I've separated this one with 9 little squares, and exactly the same on the opposite side. Cut straight, wedge in a little bit, and just nick a whisper off that side as well. Oh, Alexa piped up. I have an Amazon Echo. I have 4 of them. She didn't understand the question. So there we go. So that's the first section of cutting. Okay, so if you weren't putting in these score lines, you could build up your box like that. These, however, we are going to cut. These ones here. So this is my layer of 3. So cut them straight down. And that one. So they're now separated. And we're going to do the same over here, cutting all the way to there. It's not easy to cut like that. It tends to wibble, so you're going to be brave with your scissors and cut like that. So you've got a long bit there. And the same there. Okay, looks a bit scary right now, doesn't it? I promise you, when you build this up, we're going to stick those to the opposite ones. Like that. So let's get some adhesive on. So turn it over so you've got the outside of the box. Put your adhesive in the usual squares, the usual 3. That's the third one. I'm going to do the same over here, but just on these 3 sections here, just those ones where it was a grid of 9, just that part. And you might want to do each one individually. You will find it easier. You might find it easier with a tape adhesive, not liquid. Do not go for the liquid option, trust me. We'll build up the other sides first and then come to that final section. Because I find it so much easier to line them up one by one. So I'm just going to move them out the way. There's the 2 I'm not sticking down just yet. Here's my first one. So that's going to tuck inside and attach to the first one. Oh, I've wibbled it a bit. Oh, I've wibbled it and stuck it down. Oh. There we go, that's lined up better. The next one, bring that one in and again, line it all up. Third one, bring it in, line it up and stick it down. This one in the middle, push with your fingers and it will fold in the opposite way and in it pops. Love it! Ah, oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, round the corners and then, whoopsie. And then I'm going to put, I probably should have put the DSP on first, but I didn't. So what I've got, let me bring in my first one. I have got the Cupcakes and Carousel Designer Series paper. Very, very pretty, really pretty. This is a paper stack. This one measures 3 by 3 inches. Lost my snail, there it is. So 7.5 by 7.5 centimetres. So just on the top. And then these panels here, I've got to write down the measurements of them. What's that? That's 2.25 by 2.25 inches. That's 2 by 2, so that's going to be 5 by 5 centimetres and 5.5 by 5.5. Very vanilla, early espresso, the beautiful Love Sparkles. I'm going to go with glow because they're candles and candle-like glows. There was method in my madness. Is that the right one? It is. And a C block. And I'm going to line this up as best as I can, but it's kind of a whimsical writing, so it doesn't really matter too much if it's a bit off centre. Early espresso ink. Line up my piece of cardstock again. I love it, so pretty. I can see that done in heat embossing. Ooh, I should have done that, shouldn't I? Onto there, and then this I'm going to put down in the bottom left hand corner of the lid, but I'm keeping an equal distance all the way around, and then grab my candles. So like I say, this is called All Is Bright. If you didn't smell this season, oh my goodness, I have 3 amazing favourite fragrances. Very favourite in the world, loves me not, long retired, can't get it anywhere. Thank you to my team who keep getting me the little votives though. Thank you, I love you all. Love that fragrance. Also, new favourite fragrance is Pink Sands, and that was Chris bought me a pillar candle for Christmas in that fragrance, and it's just divine. And then this one, All Is Bright, I discovered it this Christmas, just amazing, but it's very popular and has sold out big time. Okay, Cupcakes and Carousels embellishment kit, and it comes with a couple of twines. So I've got the yellow and the gold over on this one, and I'm going with this, well, I think that's Pool Party, and I'm making a triple layer, so I'm wrapping it over 3 times to get a bigger bow. The thing about the Yankee candles, when you buy them in a set, you get 12. You give 8 away and keep 4 for yourself. Yeah, I would do that. I would so do that. And these were a real bargain. They were £2 in a shop that was selling off all of the Christmas stock. They had the big, large candles, which are, in UK prices, £23 for the big, tall jar candles. And they had them down to £8.60 or something silly, or maybe £5.60. Some silly price like this, and this box was down to £2 something. I'm sure it was £2.10, and they're normally £6 a box. So, oh, let's get my peach salsa ones back in, and they don't fall out because I've set the measurement of where my score line is and where my cutout part is, that it's right across the middle, so they don't fall out, but you can sniff them. I did it, I sniffed it, and you can't see me sniffing them. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And they stay closed beautifully. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.